James Harden, one of those guys. Another dynamic duo in the backcourt. They're going to be cut in half. The Houston Rockets' Chris Paul is out the next 2 to 4 weeks with a left hamstring injury. This team relies heavily on Paul and Harden controlling that offense, right? The Rockets' 5-game winning streak was snapped against Miami last night. Now Houston has climbed into the 9th spot out west. Can they continue to stay in the playoff hunt while CP3 is out?
It's going to be tough. CP3 does so much for this team. He takes all the pressure off of James Harden when he comes down. He sets the team up, but he controls tempo. And he has a toughness. He's a leader. He makes the game easy for those guys. He set guys up on the outside. So when CP3 is healthy, this is a really good team. And like I said, they had won 5 games in a row. And as soon as he went out, they lost, and they have a tough schedule down the way.
Tonight's upcoming schedule is presented by NBA 2K19. Now, this is the schedule the next 5 games, but then after that, January doesn't get any easier with 3 of their first 4 games coming against teams near the top of the Eastern and the Western Conference standings, Brendan. Does that make it even more difficult playing without Chris Paul? They're 0-5 without him so far this year, no wins.
Listen, playing without Chris Paul is going to be hard, and then when you look at that schedule, that makes it doubly hard. I mean, it's not like they're playing any cupcakes along the way. It is tough team after tough team. There's going to be a lot put on James Harden's shoulders. But through this rough patch, while Chris Paul is gone, you know who I'm looking for? You know who I want to see? I want to see Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon, this is his time to step up. He has not had the year that he had last year. Eric Gordon is shooting 37% from the floor, 30% from 3. We all know Eric Gordon is a way better shooter, way better player than that. This is his get-right moment. The team, Houston, they need you. They need Eric Gordon to step up, and I'm looking forward to seeing that happen.
You have to think about this. It's also he's a year older, too, just like CP3, is that it's another year on them legs right there. So even when you think a guy should be knocking down shots, it's another year. And he's playing against the best players in the world.
How old is Eric Gordon? He's still young.
But he's also had injuries. Don't forget that.
True.
He's had injuries. His legs have been affected by playing a long season. So with CP3, he is missed. There is no next man up for CP3. He does too much for the next player to say, I'm going to step in to his role. So he's going to be missed, but James Harden has to play like the MVP candidate he was. But he still needs help. I think the bench have to come in, be more efficient, so we'll have to rely on the depth that they have. And they missing Trevor Ariza.
And listen, maybe Gordon has to get some extra time in the hot tub, an ice bath, call the massage therapist over to the house, get the Normatec machine, whatever he has to do to get those legs juiced up.
20 plus from him.
Yeah, because
every night.
It can't be on Harden every night. They're not like it can't be just Harden has to score 50. That's too much pressure. And Eric Gordon has to take a little bit of the pressure. He doesn't have to score 30, but just up it a little bit, or at least be efficient.
And plus, you don't want to wear James Harden down, because we don't want him to go into the playoffs, limping into the playoff where he's fatigued from kind of carrying his team. So other guys have to step up. And you're right, it has to be Gordon.
Yeah, we saw that 2 years ago with James Harden.